do we show this? It changes the whole boat. And I didn't know if I wanted to do this as a reveal or kind of a surprise, but we got to do it. I've been upfront with everybody this whole build, not keeping any secrets, so we got to show it. And we'll do one final reveal, but everybody's seen this build progress. So without further ado, here is the work that we have so far. All right, so I have been absolutely thrashing. I worked my schedule, so I had 17 days off in a row, and tomorrow's day 17, today's 16. I've been working 8 to 10 hours a day for 16 days straight, and I am wiped out. It's time to do something else other than boats. So the Bean, thank you for filming, is up here. We're gonna take the plane out. We're gonna go out of Friday Harbor, have some lunch, do something other than boats. I'm burnt out, I need a break, and by the way, I gotta go back to work. But we have been getting a lot of stuff done. We're waiting for a UPS driver to bring me my starter. So, like, where is he? Anyway, we've been thrashing. So when we started the boat the other day, we also did a little bit of work to the 146. We were sanding. We got some, got all the paint, or most of the paint off of it, getting it ready to do what we got to do to make it look good again. And this boat kind of got thrown together pretty quickly. So it was a little rough. So my goal is to make it look better and more presentable. So things are moving along with that. And we have the roll cage tubing showed up the other day. Nicole procured us some seats that need to be modified. Those are on the way as well. And then got an update from Benny that the heads, the valve train are on. We're waiting on just a couple little fittings, and that motor is coming along. So I would say we're about 90% chance of this boat will run at the first race, June 17th. What is it? What's that race date? June what? Father's Day weekend in June, whatever weekend that is. I think it's June 17th. So, over here, the boat trailer. So I build, these boats are so small and so kind of custom. You essentially got to build your own trailers off of them, because any trailer that is small enough to fit these things, they're totally skimpy and they're not cool, and they're not designed for a 1,000-pound or more boat on them. They're meant for like a little 500-pound Lund with no tongue weight on them or anything like that. So got this thing going. We built it out of 2x4 rectangular tubing. I got pretty much all this stuff done yesterday. I salvaged the axle. I think I talked about that last video. I got the tongue in there. We did the cross pieces. We're doing 3 of them. And the drop axle. So this thing is a roller, and pretty excited about it. I'm not sure. I try to put the axle right around the front of where the engine's going to be. This one is a little bit back. However, because it's all the leaf springs and everything are steel, and this is an aluminum frame, I built it on a flat piece of bar that whole length, so we could literally do 4 bolts and move that axle fore and aft, and then just mount it up. You got to do access holes to get to the through bolts. Anyway, so the trailer is progressing. All I need to do is throw on the bunks, throw on the hitch. We're going to figure out the tongue, where to cut that once we kind of get the boat situated on it. Throw some fenders on it and a catwalk, and we're done. That sounds like a lot. But to get it working, we need bunks, we need a tongue, that's it. Okay, one other thing. On the 907, the windshield, or the windscreen. This boat, it just didn't look right to me. Like, because the bow is a longer bow, I like turn around and show how the 146, the bow slopes down, because it's a lot shorter bow, and I was able to get that down slope on that. And the 907, I just wasn't able to do that. It was driving me nuts, and it almost kind of has this look that like the bow slopes up a little bit. It was driving me nuts. But I sloped it down as much as I could, down to nothing, and it still was kind of coming up on me. So I decided to do a windscreen on there, and it's excess stuff. You don't need it. It serves no purpose other than it might keep the water out of your lap a little bit. When you go around a corner, the spray comes up over. It's probably going to disperse the water a little bit, but I had to do a windscreen. So the bow is all curved, so there's a lot of very complex parts. Most people take cardboard templates and start working on there, but I thought, hey, I got something better than that. I got an RS Racecraft 3.0 meter kit in the back. So I went and grabbed the windscreen out of there, and this is it. And these are actually a 4-piece windscreen. This is a big centerpiece. You weld on the ends, and then you put a cap around it. So it is a 4-piece windscreen. I'm like, I'm gonna put these things together and throw it up on the boat, and lo and behold, it fit pretty good. I'm like, okay, that will be a good starting point. And I had to do a little bit of filler to get it nice and smooth where that well joint was, because I'm essentially using this as a plug to make a carbon fiber windscreen off of. Stay here, don't show the thing yet. I'm gonna go show. So what I did was I used this part to make a cardboard template out of. Laid it flat out, and then I started using that template to kind of look to see how that's going to work on the boat. Immediately when we threw that up there, like everybody, Bean, what do you think?
I loved it.
Yeah, it looks way better. Kelly, Josh, everybody's like, oh yeah, we got to do that. So it looked good. So I was kind of excited about it, kind of nervous, and without further ado, we're like, do we show this? Because this is kind of, it changes the whole boat. And I didn't know if I wanted to do this as a reveal or kind of a surprise, but we got to do it. I've been upfront with everybody this whole build, not keeping any secrets, so we got to show it. And we'll do one final reveal, but everybody's seen this build progress. So without further ado, here is the work that we have so far of the windscreen. I love it. Like, the slope of it turned out great. It's still not fully attached everywhere, but we got a starting point. And just getting this thing to lay right, so it's not so high. Like, my head level is like right about here, so you can see over the bow. And I love it. It turned out awesome. It's a work in progress. It's super light. It's carbon fiber. I used that same template to do a strip of aluminum around here for it to anchor to. So that's how it's going to be secured. And the carbon fiber sides. So let's talk about that really quick too. So what I did here, well, this might be kind of hard to show. Same thing, I just took about an inch and a half strip of aluminum all the way around there, got the side to right where I wanted it to be, and tack welded that thing in a million spots. Put the carbon up there and then put another one behind it, so we essentially show, see if you can show like the channel right here. See, yeah, so I essentially created a channel for that really thin carbon fiber to slide down into, and that goes around the entire perimeter. So we got the sides, we got the fin, and that looks super cool. The boat's obviously stripped. The roll cage went to powder coating. The headers went to get ceramic coating. I am expecting that to be done next week. My goal is to get this thing, I'm almost ready to prime it. I'm just waiting to get that windshield finally fixed in its final spot. I've started bondoing a little bit just to fill the seams in there, and up here some of these are, I'm not a big bondo guy, it's extra weight, it's a race boat, but these are actually filling scratches more than anything, not really body filling, just getting rid of some of my scratches from when I was grinding those welds. So it's turning out awesome, super excited. Next week, this thing, I gotta go to work Saturday, I'm probably gonna maybe prime it on Monday, paint it Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know when the cage will get back, but it could be going together for the final time. There's the engine, by the way. Pulled out, triple protection in the corner, but we got it stripped back down. This is the final push, the final, the final fabrication to get paint ready, because once I paint it, there's no more welding, there's no more anything. It's got to all be done. So that's what we're trying to get going. I think we've accomplished that. Pretty excited. It's time to go do something other than work on boats. You want to go to Friday Harbor?
Yes.
What do you want to eat? Seafood?
No.
Pie.
I want pie.
She wants pie. She doesn't eat anything out of the ocean. So we're going to sign off from this, get rid of the boats, and go fly the airplane. If you want to check that out, Jolly Roger Aviation, you'll see us. We're going to go fly over the tulips. We're going to try to go through Deception Pass. Beautiful. If you have never been to Washington State, check that out. It's amazing scenery out there, right out by NAS Whidbey Island, the Naval Air Station. Short hop over to Friday Harbor, go have lunch, come back. Beautiful scenery today. It's supposed to be almost 80 degrees tomorrow. This is our first real spring days that we've had. So let's go flying.
And cut.